Welcome back, all my Minecraftian friends. This is the day 7, second to the last day, player update of the March 2015 Minecraft Hardcore Challenge, the Zero Chunk Challenge. And I am filming here from the village that I've been working on, creating a village between this village and that village. I've added a butcher shop and a library. So now I have all the basic buildings, except for I need to add a bunch of little houses like around the area and then put a fence around it. But let's get to the list. Let's see. Let's get right here. Okay, first on the list is Jade LF. Jade worked on some landscaping, and she made a water feature, which is pretty nice. She did some farming, and she started working on the roof. Next we have Resorter Z. In the last few days he posted day 6 and day 7. So on day 6 he did some fishing, cutting some trees, did some caving, mined some obsidian. Into the day 6 lost underground. On day 7 he made his way back to the approved area, back into the 16 by 16 or 32 by 32. He pillared his way out, and then he did some fishing. He made a portal with the obsidian that he collected in day 6. Went to the nether. In the nether he trapped a pigman in the nether with netherrack. Not iron bars, but I guess he's practicing for April. Next we have the single player world of Technoscribe. She worked on building her skyscraper taller. She's put a parking garage underneath it, and she's adding gardens to each level of her skyscraper. Okay, in the team of Technoscribe, Frank and Honest, Momo, and Basket MC, only Techna and Frank are left. They worked on the building. It's one of those big square buildings that just goes up, kind of like a skyscraper, but they worked on adding farms to each level. Next we have the team of Murph and Dan, which Dan has deceased, so it's only Murph. Murphy built a fan club house for their one fan. And next we have the team of Lightbringer and Heatherbee. They went to the nether. They made banners, which they placed in the nether. They collected some quartz, they got some glowstone, and they still have no lapis, so even though they have an enchanting table, they haven't been able to enchant anything yet. Next we have the team of Psycho SFK and Crazy Kinsey. They worked on their treehouse. They're making it look really nice. They're trying to preserve as much of the tree as possible to make it look natural. It's a very interesting design. And they made a farm up there in the treehouse. So next we have Baker Bell. Baker Bell expanded her farm. She got a cow into a fence and bred the cow. Herding and breeding, okay. She put glass windows in her house. She went down to mine some cobble, and then she came back up and worked on the roof. And the contrast of the dark wood and the cobble step roof looks really good. Next we have Team Colony. Team Colony collected obsidian. made a portal, went to the nether, collected some glowstone, collected some quartz. Nua Zusa is not in the nether. He is over 1,000 blocks away in the overworld, and he's got no food, and he's starving. If they were playing in real hardcore, he would have starved to death by now. His starvation has ran his hearts down to half a heart, and he's holding at half a heart. If anything hits him, he's out. But back at the base, they came back. I think OG came back from the nether and made a fireplace. Or somebody made a fireplace. And could have been Tekna that made the fireplace. Not Tekna, Momo. Anyway, next we have Wild Trekker. Wild Trekker lost his inventory on day 7. He logged in with the wrong version of Minecraft, and older versions store their inventory in a different format than new versions. So he lost his inventory, the contents of his chests, anything that was in his furnaces, all stuff like that. But he still has his house, his farms, his buildings, his fence, all the stuff he's built. Fortunately, he had a lot of wheat already grown in his farm, and pumpkins and sugarcane and stuff like that. He's got chickens, so he made bread and pie. He's not hurting on food. He went mining, and he did some tree cutting. So, yeah, cut down one tree to get some wood, then he went mining to get some stone, then he used the stone to cut trees. So he's building back his inventory. Next we have Master Rudy. Master Rudy went caving, then he went fishing, then he went mining, then he made an anvil, and then he caught a skeleton. He didn't catch him in iron bars, he caught him in some blocks, but the skeleton he caught has got an enchanted bow, and he walked in front. There's one opening in the his little skeleton box that he's got, and he walked in front of it several times, and the skeleton didn't shoot him. So I don't know what the deal is there. Well, the skeleton is not going to shoot through the hole, but that would be interesting to know. Next is Penguin Gaming. Penguin Gaming worked on his house. He cut some trees. He went fishing. While he was fishing, he got a magic bow. Then he went caving and found diamonds. So, a very productive episode. Next is Cherry Bitters. Cherry Bitters made pie. She cut trees. She collected wool from sheep. And she worked on her house. So, it's coming right along. Next we have PB of the PB Plays Inside channel. PB went caving, found a diamond, then went fishing, came back and made a cake. She made a jukebox, and she made 10 dispensers. I can't wait to find out what she's going to do with the dispensers. Maybe it's got something to do with that incredibly tall tower that she built, 200 blocks high. Next we have Nova Cookie 232. Nova Cookie was decorating his house. He made a cake table and put, I think, 5 cakes on it. He got a cow and a sheep inside a little fenced area. He went to the nether. He collected quartz. He killed a ghast with a sword. And you're probably wondering, what was a ghast doing with a sword? No, the ghast didn't have the sword. He killed the ghast with the sword that he had. Okay. I know it's ambiguous to say he killed the ghast with a sword, because it doesn't really say whether he had the sword or the ghast had the sword, but it's obvious that he had the sword, because we know the ghasts don't carry swords. But I mean, if an AI read that line, it wouldn't, and it didn't know about Minecraft, it wouldn't know which was which. Okay, next we have Bear Family 07. Went caving, found diamonds, and found a zombie dungeon where all the rest of us have found a spider dungeon. So he said that he's in version 1.8.1 instead of 1.8.3. So the dungeon apparently are a little bit different. Dungeon spawning rules are a little different from 0.1 to 0.3. And finally we have Is the Bad. Is the Bad was cut some trees. He finished the roof just in time for the rain. He built furniture inside his house. He planted some flowers in front of the house to make it look nice. Then he went mining for diamonds, didn't find any. Came back and did some landscaping before the thunderstorm started. And that is it for day 7. There's one day left. Day 8, or episode 9, however you want to call it. And I will see you then. And I hope I see you in April, because that's going to be lots of fun. A brand new world, a brand new challenge, trying to figure out, how we're going to survive, what we're going to eat, because we won't be eating meat except for zombie flesh and fish. Food is not that easy to come by in a extreme hills biome. Of course, there may be stuff in the chests. We'll be opening a lot of chests. So, there could be a little bit of food in the chest. Anyway, this is Mike Deering signing out. I'll see you all in day 8 and in April, I hope.